advance in the white corner with the white pieces. Please welcome Leo Guirlet, you say it.
Guirlet. I'll do all the French names.
Leo making his way to the stage, being cheered on by his French countrymen. Leo, a multi-time fighter. We've seen him before, both in the IFC and in the World Championship.
We commentated his match against Sardosh.
That's right. He took on Sardosh back in May. A very exciting fight. And from Singapore, representing his country for the first time in the World Championship, we have Maxime Meyer. All right, because of the early stoppage in the last fight, Maxime is finishing up getting ready, but he will be controlling the black pieces in the black corner. One of the things I love about moving the World Championship around the world is it becomes geographically closer to some countries that haven't been able to make it in the past, that now are more able to make it. Being in Armenia, being closer to the Middle East, we have more Middle Eastern countries. Being in Asia, a lot more Asian countries are being featured here in this World Championship.
Notably Iran. Right?
And we love to see the world coming together in this way. And here we go. With the black pieces in the black corner, Maxime Meyer, put your hands together for this next 65-kilogram matchup.
We don't shake hands with the referee. We should do it more often, shouldn't we? Yeah.
I think we should headbutt him.
Yeah. Headbutt the referee. Yeah.
Just kidding. Don't headbutt our
We are
referee,
kidding.
so.
We are kidding.
All right, headphones are coming on. We'll get this first chess round underway in just a few seconds. Thumbs up. Joseph with the hammer. Boom, there we go. We see an E4 opening.
So Leo is very take you to the action kind of guy. I've been trying to calm him down a little bit, but it's in his nature. He just likes aggression in his chess. But this is all very stable, I would say. I'm not sure who has white and who has... So Leo has white, yeah? I mustn't make a mistake. So this is a Vienna gambit, or Vienna opening, because the gambit, I'm not too sure. And you can get some kind of clinch on the a clamp, I think the technical term is in chess, on the king side. And so, but I like him keeping the pawn on f4, because it's what we call favorable tension. But this knight a5, taking the light square bishop away, is also a very good move. Taking away the bishop pair, by the way. So black holding his own in this position. It is kind of tough. Generally, it is equalizing, but it's hard for black to generate a lot of counterplay. I'm not too sure about that move, but I think he would have done better to just keep the bishop on c4 and get the double pawns there, because now the pawn structure's a little bit, you know, on the ugly side, and that knight's coming in nicely to d4. I think we're going to see a lot of liquidation in the moves to come. I have to be careful not to give away too much. So this is a natural reaction. The bishop here is off the board anyway, so to give that bishop away to damage black structure a little bit. But it's very, I would say, even in level. They're very well matched. Obviously, a little bit of an edge for white here in the potential of an attack.
Black with doubled pawns, both on the D file and the B file.
So here, as I said, right, in my introduction to Leo, he likes to go on on a hunt. And
I like this kingside attack that's brewing here, but we will not see that this round. Because there's the bell. We are headed into the boxing round. France letting Leo know they are there in his corner, supporting him. He is the first to make it to the ring.
Very
Maxime
lean.
losing.
Made it under 65 kilos.
Lean and mean.
I think he went all the way down to 63 and a half.
Wow.
Overkill.
Overachiever. I like it.
So we don't know much about our friend from Singapore, but they are actually, he has actually befriended the French team. So we have been in contact. He actually followed a few of my lessons that I was giving to the French team. It's just unfortunate that he was paired with a Frenchman in the very first round. And we see the Swiss chess boxer in his corner there.
Oh yeah, wearing many hats, having just fought, now working the corner.
I think it's a good idea to have this relationship with a referee, because it makes you also go around the ring and stay active and keep your mind active. Those seconds before the fight, they can be very stressful, and just to give yourself something to do, you know. And
it is a very traditional part of many combat sports, reminiscent of Muay Thai. More ceremony in that, honoring the judges and the crowd. But referee, this time from Russia, checking everyone out and making sure everyone's safe and ready to rock. We are seconds out from this first round as soon as Leo gets his cup on. I usually try to sneak by not wearing a cup. Usually get away with it too. Yeah. You can say it in the mic. It's okay. Although now the referees are going to know. We got to check that guy.
Well, I've got my Carl out shorts for this match.
There we go.
Well, I was missing one on the last one. That's why I think that's why I got knocked out.
Nice.
I didn't have my lucky shorts.
That'll do it. All right, we are ready to rock now. Gloves touch. Fighter instructions have been given. Back to the corners. Joseph with the bell. There it is. We are underway. Leo starting out with a jab, sneaking through the guard of Maxime.
Very stiff jab, I might add.
Nice
Very
looping shots, trying to get around the guard of Maxime.
Very active, but I do feel there is a bit of an adrenaline dump here going on.
Little slip rock back, coming back with a 2. Little cross. Nice body shots land for Maxime. I like this turtle style, coming in with high guard, finding little one punch strikes underneath the elbows of Leo. Leo finding a counter punch there.
He knows how to keep it very simple in the boxing. That's what's good. And he knows how to keep that high guard. So he never really puts himself in that much danger.
Very technical boxer is Maxime. He's doing a great job of absorbing shots and throwing them back when they come, and keeping pressure up, not letting Leo find his footing or set up shots. He's just bulldozing in, pushing Leo up against the ropes, finding body shots. There's a 4-punch combination from Leo and a 1-punch counter-punch from Maxime.
They're taking turns, basically. Just getting off the other person's fatigue.
Leo with another 4-punch combination, the last one sneaking by the high guard. Nice slip and jab lands for Leo. More body punches landing for Maxime.
Nope.
Investing in those body punches, aiding in the fatigue of Leo. Another great body punch lands.
Oh, you felt that last
Leo's
one.
starting to feel it. Yep, that's right. Guard comes down a little bit, and
Nice
Maxime
left
doing a very high fighter IQ move. Mostly body shots, sneaking a body shot in, faking a body shot, then landing one upstairs. That left hook can look like it's landing down low, and then find the chin.
Francis corner telling him that basically the other guy's, gassing out, and it's his chance to shine.
Nice right hand landing back over the top of Leo's guard. Another right hand lands for Maxime, and another. I don't see any signs of gassing out for Maxime.
Maxime's definitely caught onto that high guard and I'm going to go for the body shots.
Yeah, very high frequency, high volume punching from Maxime. Brilliant round for Singapore. And great refereeing by our Russian referee.
Andre.
I've never seen a more Russian-looking guy.
Definitely.
All right. Gloves are coming off. We're heading back over to the stage, getting the chess round back underway.
This guy, yeah.
I want to drink vodka with it. Good control of breath. I see that slow pattern breath control from Singapore, too. And Leo making his way back over. Love the Leo chants all through that boxing round. France, great at supporting their fighters. Earplugs are back in. It looks like we have a slight time advantage for White. So Leo has about 30 seconds.
Is he 30 seconds up? Yeah, that's That's something I've been trying to really induce into the French team to keep that pace up. Make simple decisions, keep that pace up. And this is a little bit the issue when there's an attack. You feel almost obligated to do something about it, to give chess its respect, its due respect, and calculate the moves properly. And so having an attack isn't always, a present, a gift from the gods. Rook F4. Yeah, an interesting decision to not defend the pawn. I thought he would have just played Rook D8. He's playing on a more active kind of thing and trying to.
Rook pawn endgame, very mirrored position, except for that D pawn.
But it's kind of a funny one because they're both playing extremely active with their both rooks are extremely active. Nobody's playing, but it resembles the boxing.
It's just going to be a bloodbath. I mean, all these pawns are falling.
So yeah, White slightly in advance on the pawn front, but Black's king is activated. So again, no easy way to tell how this is going to turn out. That wasn't absolutely necessary, but is just as effective as taking the pawn. Oh, that's an illegal move, I believe.
First illegal move of the match.
Isn't it? There's a check. There's a check. There's some, maybe we can't see a pawn, or I don't know. Yeah.
Would love to see the White king get a little bit more active.
So there's always going to be even when you're winning, there's always a technical phase which can be annoying. So again, it asks for precision. It asks for time-consuming stress. Do I want to play the first move I see and just hope it's still winning, or do I actually take the 20 seconds to figure out the correct line? not easy decisions in chess boxing. They're not easy decisions in chess, but I mean, in chess here, I would not be worried.
Less than a minute for black. Not in a precarious position. And that B-pawn is making a run for it. There's the bell. Back to the ring we go. So clear advantage for white. 2 pass pawns, 1 nearing promotion. So you know, in this boxing round, there needs to be a sense of urgency.
Definitely. I mean, from white's perspective, sure, it can be annoying to have a technical phase and you have something to figure out. But from black's perspective, he's just going to take it for granted that white's going to do the job. So, yeah, he's in need of a finisher. And it is interesting, this very short format. It puts the urgency very quickly on the cards.
It makes it very difficult to end in boxing as well. You really can't build up the kind of damage and fatigue that you normally would in a boxing match with such long rest periods, including the chess. And
I must say, in the last couple of IFCs, there have been a lot of first round knockouts.
Nice counter right off the bat for black. That high guard, slow move forward, bulldoze kind of style. Back in effect. Nice little lead hook lands under the elbow of France.
The same as the first round strategy. He kept his energy a little bit, waited for France to get the adrenaline dump out of the way, and just waiting his turn. I like this taking turns they have. And again...
Not anymore. Nice uppercut. First uppercut of the match that I've seen, landing for Singapore. Making his way in, controlling space well, pushing his opponent up against the ropes, finding more body shots. Another right hand lands. Lead hook trying to sneak under the guard, but Leo defends.
He's finally found some kind of solution against the body shots by lowering his body into them.
Black's moving a little slower this round, too. I think that some fatigue has set in now.
Well, you know, the 5 minutes rest on the chessboard kind of slows your system down, and there's a different type of fatigue that sells in. Yeah, I actually see Leo doing better in this round.
Love to see more punches strung together for black. Nice lead hook lands under the elbow. Another one.
Well, he's not believing in volume anymore. He's believing in a big one shot, and I think he's losing that belief slowly.
Good uppercut lands for Leo, pushing the Singaporean off of him, circling back to space, but Singapore is relentless. He keeps coming forward, keeps taking away that space, keeps pushing up against rope. Another body shot. He is relentless against the ribs. An uppercut sliding up the center. Right hand lands for Leo. Great right uppercut lands on the chin of Leo. And a right hook and a left hook. Another uppercut, this time dodged by Leo. And an uppercut of his own, Leo lands.
It's uppercut galore.
This is just inside fighting 101. Hooks to the body, uppercuts upstairs. Seconds out, and there's the bell. Back to the chessboard we go. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a final round. This fight
Andre
may go the distance.
He fully enjoyed that round. He really enjoyed it. He had a big smile on his face the whole time.
That's the smile of a man who loves his job. I don't think there's an ounce of fat on Leo. Leo getting the crowd into it. Love to see it. And we are firmly in the end game.
And there is no more boxing round, so it is going to finish here, and he does have a time advantage. So everything's on his side.
Time advantage, position advantage. Let's see if he can close it out.
And still, it's just something about rook end games. I've messed up so many rook end games that even the winning ones I'm kind of weary about, you know? Now, obviously, so like, for example here, look what's just happened. One pawn has just dropped off the board as per magic. It's the stress of rook end games. And now I'm wondering, it might actually be close to a draw, technically speaking, if there wasn't 14 seconds on the clock. Because
or
obviously
10
with
seconds on the
10
clock.
seconds. With the time, it's going to be very difficult to... Well, now that there's going to be a queen on the board.
It's
so
over, yeah.
Yeah, no, this is resignable.
And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen, winning by time. There's the flag. Leo from France advances. In the 65 kilogram weight division, they will make their way to the ring. Great sportsmanship.
That was a really good matchup.
Fighters to the ring.
That was the most even matchup I think we've had all day.
Very exciting match, all the way to the end. Excellent boxing from the Singaporean, but good defense from Leo, keeping himself alive and able to win by timeout. In the white corner with the white pieces, tailing from France, Leo advances. And great sportsmanship on display.